All right, everybody, so it is Sunday. We are here, and for the first time in this particular training block, we missed a training run. Yesterday on Saturday was supposed to be a 4-mile race pace effort run, but we had the quote-unquote bomb cyclone come through the northeast, and it brought a lot of snow and wind all day. So I just didn't find a good spot or a good time throughout the day to be able to get outside safely. I didn't want to be in the way of plows or cars sliding where they could hit me, and I also didn't know that Main Street was going to be a great idea because a lot of people are shoveling and icing, de-icing with the salt, and that's going on all day because it was snowing all day and it was also just unpleasantly windy. So it didn't work out. I also did happened to do a lot of snowboarding, and the particular snowboarding, we were doing a lot of runs through the trees and everything, and it just takes a lot out of you and your quads and your calves as well. So things were just a little tired, by midday through yesterday, and I just felt like it wasn't going to be safe to go out there and try and find a spot to get enough grip and go for a run, given everything and the whole combination of things. So a little disappointing, but what I'd like to try and do to make up for it in this crazy cold weather gear, because it's like 5 degrees today, is maybe bump us up from the 9-mile long run to 10 or 11 miles, and also throw in a little bit of like a couple miles of race pace effort to make up for yesterday. But we'll have to see how it goes, because I have a feeling there's a lot of snow on the path that I'm gonna run. It's gonna be pretty hard, I think, to pick up speed, and it's also just gonna be deep snow where a long run might not be possible. It's probably gonna honestly be getting in my shoes, and that will probably make my feet cold. So I don't want to be negative before it starts, but let's go check it out. Let's see what it is. Let's, you kind of know what I'm looking to do, but let's just see. Hopefully it's weather permitting. Let's get to it. All right, so here's the deal. It's not too cold. The snow's honestly not that deep as far as the powder goes, but the problem is it's very uneven, and I can't see what's under all the powder because it's just blown flat over, and there's different terrain as far as like other snow that's melted, the footprints that have set in under there, and I just feel my knees and ankles like are feeling the jerkiness, and I'm sliding around. And if you've been following me, you know that my meniscus still is not 100%. I tore it last year. It's been feeling pretty much 100% for normal running, but I think this is a little bit much, and it just feels like the instability of the ground is going right through my knee. Here's the perfect little example where I put my foot down, and all of a sudden, right over, I would have rolled my ankle really bad, because you can see maybe there's like a huge dip beneath this other shelf. So the heights are super different, and just a spot to roll your ankle. And I don't know, I don't want to hurt it. So I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know where else to run, to be honest, because this is the most like safe, I guess, pedestrian path. There's no cars that can slide off the road, anything like that. And frankly, I don't know where else to do this. So I think we're gonna go back home, and I don't know. I don't want to get hurt. I think that's number one above anything else, is I want to just make it to the next week of training. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do a little bit of something on Monday, which would be tomorrow for me, just to bridge the gap where now I have a couple days without running. But you know, I really had a good solid effort at the snowboard trip. It takes a lot out of you too, like all the mental thought of, you know, in particular, like picking your line, seeing kind of ahead where you're going to go so you don't run into trees or anything like that in this particular area where we were snowboarding a lot. You know, so it was a good workout mentally, physically, a lot of squatting. You're always prepared for the next turn, changing edge to edge. So it was tiring. That was the other reason why I didn't want to do it yesterday again, because if I was, you know, kind of wobbling around, falling over on this kind of terrain when my legs were more tired, it wouldn't have been good either. And honestly, it was still snowing yesterday. So I don't know. And maybe probably not even worth going back inside to talk about anything. So just an update on kind of why I haven't had a running video, and here was an attempt, and we'll try and pick it up again on Tuesday, the next week of the training block. Sorry guys, sorry I don't have anything to share really. I'm kind of disappointed myself, but the weather is what it is, and like I said, I don't know where to go that it would be flat, because we've had so much snow like over the last few days that it never really melts. So whatever's underneath the one layer of snow is super uneven, and I'm just not in the condition, I think, of my knee to go for a longer run and risk doing that, because I really feel it right away. So with that, I hope you guys want to come back and see how we keep going into the next week. Hopefully we get some snow melting. I'm confident that some of these areas will be more plowed out. You know, it's only been less than 12 hours at this point since it stopped snowing. So hopefully they'll plow some trails out, some other stuff. I mean, midweek it'll be shorter runs, so we could probably squeeze 4 miles in somewhere, but the long run's the hard thing if it keeps building up like this on the trail. So with that, I just hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care and stay safe out there running.